Hi guys! Yeah, I tried to do a weekly video thing, and like, after 1 week, it fell apart, so we're just gonna try whatever this is, where I make videos when I can, and you forgive me. I hope. Anyway, I've been spending a lot of time online recently, which is pretty, yeah. But one thing I've noticed is that there's been a whole lot of negativity recently. And a lot of that's due to, like, Trump's election and recent inauguration, and a lot of that's due to just other things that have happened in the world. But I decided that I was done with the negativity, and I am going to do a positive video if it is the last thing I do. So, today's video is going to be 15 things I love, and yeah. First and foremost, the number one thing I love in, like, the whole world is my friends and my family. And I know that that just seems really obvious and, like, shouldn't have to be explicitly said in this video, but I just know that if I don't say it, there's gonna be somebody who's gonna be like, "You didn't say you love your friends and family, you hate them." No, I don't. In fact, I could make 20 whole videos about how much I love each of my friends and family, and I could talk so much more about this, but then this video would be like 20 times the length it's supposed to be, so I guess I'm just gonna move on. Hats. I don't know why. I just really like hats. They're, like, really cool. Which is weird. Actually, I'm gonna go get a hat. Hat acquired. Books. One of the best things in the world is books. Like, how can someone not like books? Like, they just kind of take you out of your world and, like, let you be in someone else's world. And I know movies are great and everything, but, like, books you get more of an in-depth perception, and I don't know, I've just always liked books. Like, my mom always tells the story of how, like, when I was, like, a really little kid, all I wanted to do was be read to, and it's just kind of something that's stuck with me over the past 16 years, so, yeah, books. Another thing I really love is drawing. I'm not very good at drawing, and I'm not very good at art in general, but I really just enjoy it because it's so calming, and it's so fun to try to, like, create something from nothing, and, like, you get this whole experience of trying to recreate something or create something completely new, and it's just so awesome to do and be a part of. Traveling. I absolutely love traveling. It's, like, one of the best things you can do, because, like, you get to go somewhere else and you gotta experience different things that you wouldn't have the opportunity to experience if you just kind of stayed home. I mean, I know a lot of people like to go on vacation and just kind of hang out by the pool and whatever. That's really not me. I mean, I can hang out by a pool literally anywhere in the world. Like, if I'm gonna go somewhere, I want to go do things that I can only do there. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's worth spending, like, $2,000 plus to go down to the Bahamas and just hang out on your resort. You should, like, go around and be a part of the culture and do all sorts of stuff. I really love that kind of stuff. Okay, this one's gonna be a little bit weird because I know a lot of people don't like this, but I really like foreign films. Like, they are some of my favorite films to watch, and that's really because, I think there's so much more, like, not exactly plot-wise, but just in, like, a cinematic sense, they're so much more developed than a lot of American films are. And I mean, I don't know, I really appreciate all of the different camera angles, and I feel like, on the whole, they use more of the actual camera shots to tell the story, and, like, that than they do dialogue. Also, I think, like, other languages are just really pretty, and it's, like, really nice to watch something and just, like, listen to the words that they're saying. Like, it just makes the film way more enjoyable. And, like, the third thing I really love about it is, like, in American films, you can just kind of do something else and, like, multitask while watching the film, and you're just gonna get it through, like, listening to the dialogue and stuff. But in foreign films, what you have to do is you have to pay complete attention, because it's not like, and this is why a lot of people don't like them, you, like, have to pay attention if you have to read the subtitles, and you have to become invested in the movie. And that's something I really love, is, like, not being able to be completely sidetracked by something else while you're watching the movie, because if you like check your phone while you're watching a French movie, you're not gonna understand what's going on. I also really love baseball, because I love watching baseball, I love playing baseball, I love baseball cards, I love talking about baseball, and that's just really a family thing. Baseball is like a huge sport in my family, so I grew up like watching baseball, and we would play baseball in like our backyard and stuff, and just it's something that's always been a part of my life, and I really love it. When I was like a really little kid, I wanted to grow up and be a major league pitcher. Obviously, that's not happening as I am completely unathletic, so. But yeah, that was something I actually really wanted when I was like 5. Dogs. Is there anything better in this world than dogs? I mean, they're just so sweet and pure, and they just want to play and like lick your face and be warm and cuddle with you. Like, I understand there's some people who don't like dogs, and I mean, I get that you probably have valid reasons for not liking dogs, but just in general, I don't think there's anything better than a dog. I just love dogs so much. Music. I really enjoy listening to music, playing music, all sorts of music, and like one of the greatest things about music is that it brings people together and it can tell a whole bunch of stories. If you want an example of like how music can like really just change the perception of something, literally music has made Alexander Hamilton the first Treasury Secretary, a guy who literally no one would have cared about otherwise, like an actual prominent part of culture in 2017. Like what? Like of all the things that you would think would happen, you wouldn't think that there would be a musical about Alexander Hamilton, but it's here, and it's because of music. It's because the music and the story were so compelling and they went together so well. Like, just music tells stories and it brings people together, and it's just such an awesome thing to be a part of. Obviously, I love making YouTube videos and all other kinds of videos. Otherwise, I would not be posting videos to this channel, as rare as that may be. But seriously, I do really love making these videos. I started making videos in the 8th grade for a video class that I was in then, and 3 years later I started posting videos to this channel, and honestly, it's one of my favorite things to do. I really love coming up with the ideas and filming them, and I love that people watch them, because that's like kinda cool. Comic books. I really love comic books, which, if you follow me on Instagram, you probably know, because I talk about them a lot. I like the characters of comic books, I like the art style of comic books especially. I just really love, like, that format of storytelling, and it's just a really cool thing that is, like, in our world. I mean, if you think I'm kidding about loving comic books, like, there's, like, a pile of comic books down there. This is a hat of a comic book character. My filming setup is actually on the pop of a comic book character. My sketchbook is filled with drawings of comic book characters. Seriously, love comic books. Just awesome. This entire video is just me being a giant dork. Oh my god. I want to apologize so much to all of you. On to number 12. So, another thing that I really love is marching band. And, like, that's for a lot of reasons. I started marching band, my sophomore year of high school, and I've done 2 seasons, and I'm coming up on my 3rd and final season of band, and it's one of the best things that I've ever done in my life. It's not particularly easy, and it's really difficult to interact with some of the people who are involved, and, you know, but that doesn't change the fact that it's, like, one of the best experiences I've ever had. A lot of people are great. I made some great friends. All of the people in my section drive me crazy, but I love them to death because they're all members of my section, and it's just kind of one giant family, and it gives you a whole lot of opportunities that you never would have had in the first place. And honestly, I think it's one of the things I love most in my life is just being a part of that activity. And I know now that I've included this in the video, one of them is just gonna find it and hold this against me for the rest of existence. Cooking. I really enjoy cooking. I really like cooking shows actually, because they're a whole lot of fun to watch. But like, I really enjoy cooking myself because I like experimenting with all of the different like flavor profiles, and I like trying different things. Yeah, I like doing a whole lot of different stuff. One of my favorite things to do is I'll just kind of take like whatever leftovers we have in our house and like whatever is sitting in our pantry, I'll just try to make something else because it's just kind of something that's fun to do, and it's just something that I really enjoy. Learning. I actually really enjoy learning. Like, it doesn't really matter what it's about, I enjoy learning about it. That doesn't necessarily translate to school though. I mean, I enjoy learning about things, but I don't enjoy the format or the way school ends up working out. But I really, just learning is something that's like incredibly interesting to me because like you can learn about anything. You can learn about mythology, you can learn about animals, you can learn about the sky, the stars. You can learn about pretty much anything, and like I think that's really cool and I really enjoy doing it, just not in the organized format of school. One of the things I love most in the world is just nice people. Like, I don't know what it is, just nice people are they're just so great. I mean, this isn't one of those things where, like, I have a general definition of what a nice person is. I mean, I think a lot of people really count out, like, certain groups of people in being nice people. Sometimes people think that, like, people who are negative or, like, cynical or sarcastic or something are, like, just generally not nice people. And I found that isn't really true. I know a lot of people who are, like negative and cynical and stuff, and, like, just deeply sarcastic and everything, who are just such nice people. And on the flip side of that, I've found people who are just, like, on the outside they seem like the nicest, sweetest human beings, and they're just not nice. Like, does what I'm saying make sense? I don't know, I just like people who are generally nice human beings and value other people, like, and treat them with respect. I really like those people, and, like, I just love those people in society, because there's too much of this, like, stupidity where we're all, like, yelling at each other all the time about ridiculous things that really don't need to be fought over. Alright, so this has been 15 things I love, and I know that this was not as, you know, snarky or sarcastic or serious or funny as my videos usually seem to be, but I was glad for the change of pace, and I really enjoy making, like, these kind of positive videos because there's just too much negativity in the world for us to live our lives completely soaked in it. So I'm gonna try to do more positive videos in the future just to kind of balance out all of the weirdness of the internet. Anyway, yeah, I hope you like this video and that you want to see more stuff like this in the future. If you do, comment below or leave a like. And if you want to see more from me, check out my past videos or subscribe. Bye!